Here now we have been visiting part of the vineyards of Mrs. van der Steen, and we are now in the center of Dinant, where there is a wonderful project going on. She and Miss van der Steen is about an old church and is starting renovating this old church. And in between, the people can also, when they're invited, come here and taste some wine. So today we make the tasting here with the wines of Mrs. van der Steen, and the first we taste is let's show to the camera, the Chateau Bon Baron 2011. It's a white wine, it's a Müller-Thurgau. Maybe you can say us some words about this Müller-Thurgau.
This Müller-Thurgau is a very fresh and fruity wine. If you taste the wine, then if you smell the wine, you find a green apple and some citrus fruit and a little touch of muscat.
Yeah, that's right.
And it is the acids, if you taste the wine, the acids are very light, they are not aggressive.
Sweet
and,
wine.
Yes. And this wine, it is very good with mussel cassoulet and a sabayon of white beer. Because in the white beer, you know, there is this little touch of citrus fruit, and you find the citrus fruit, can find it also in the wine, and it goes...
Okay, now we are going to taste the second wine of Mrs. van der Steen of Chateau Bon Baron. It's a 2010 a Pinot Gris, which has been for period in oak barrel for a long time. Which time in oak barrel, madam?
This has been elevated in oak barrel for about 6 months. 6 months, and if you can see already the color, it's a little bit more yellow than the precedent one. And if you smell in the nose, you can find already a hint of the oak, but it's a spicy wine. And
well, spicy, bolder than the first one, stronger than the first one.
Yes, it's much stronger than the first one, and it's very spicy. And this wine
goes
very well with the oysters, just a little bit of pepper, or with white asparagus, just with Hollandaise sauce or a butter sauce.
Belgium to have strong colors in the Pinot Noirs, for example. Is it more difficult than in Bourgogne or than in other regions?
I don't know. I think maybe a little bit, but it's not difficult to get the color in the Pinot Noir. But it's the fact that people, they like to drink a Pinot Noir which is really dark.
Yeah.
And a Pinot Noir which is really, really dark doesn't exist, because the color intensity of Pinot Noir is a lot lighter than other red wines, for instance. But
like
you need Pinot Noir. It's very sensible in the vineyard, and you need to work very, very hard to get a little bit of color in the Pinot Noir. You have to do exposition to the sun as much as you can, especially here in the north. But if you do that, you get an excellent Pinot Noir, and I will let you taste it.
So do we have here in Belgium sufficient sun exposition to have darker Pinot Noir?
I challenge you to...
Okay.
I challenge you to
we are going to taste Pinot Noir 2010, still of Chateau Bon Baron. And we will ask to Mrs. van der Steen what are the characteristics of the Pinot Noir 2010.
The characteristics of the Pinot Noir 2010, that I have 3 different parcels with Pinot Noir. And this Pinot Noir we are tasting now, it is from the parcel Val Burnau. It is a valley in Burnau, and we have there terraces with 3-4 meters high natural stone walls. And you can imagine that already in January, when it's a little bit of sunlight, that you can immediately work in your t-shirt.
Lovely.
And this gives, you find it in the maturity of the wine. You can see that this Pinot Noir is quite dark already. And if you smell, you smell already the structure of the wine. It has a lot of structure and fruit. It has fruit of cherry and plum.
Yeah.
Pinot Noir has a very large, bright possibility of to compare with plates. You can do fish. You can do I don't know what is the name of volaille in English.
No, yes, well, it's like goat, like chicken or
Chicken or-
pheasants.
You can drink it very well with deer.
Yeah.
It's super with deer.
Venison. Yeah.
Venison, yes, that's.
Yeah.
And you can have it with very light, soft
Duck,
cheeses.
probably.
Duck, yes, absolutely, absolutely. And with soft cheeses.
Soft cheeses, yes.
From Wallonia.
Yeah. You're good, very good promoter of Wallonian and Belgian products.
Yeah, because I adore Wallonia.
Lovely to see when we speak with people from the Netherlands. It's European spirit.
Yeah,
So,
I fell in love with the area.
with the landscapes.
With the landscapes, with the nature, with the culture, with the people, with the river, with the valley, with everything.
Nice. Chateau Bon Baron 2011, Pinot Noir of Chateau Bon Baron 2011, which is special, which is a wine which has not been in oak barrel and which has been made with a specific grape sort, madam, isn't it?
Yes, it has been made with Pinot Noir Précoce de Loos, and it is a grape variety which exists only in Belgium. There was Mr. Belfroy who did create this Pinot Noir. He found in his vineyard one Pied Vigne,
Yes.
who was maturing earlier, and he did a multiplication and he registered this special grape variety as Précoce de Loos. So this is special.
Can we compare it with what they call in Germany Frühburgunder and Spätburgunder? Is there any relation with that?
It is a little bit more close to Frühburgunder, but I will let you taste another Frühburgunder just after this one.
Oh, you have one?
Yes,
Okay.
I have one, and then you will taste the difference.
What I can see here, it's very spicy, but a very harmonious spice you
Yes.
find in it.
Yes, it is Précoce de Loos. It has a little bit less matière as the old Burgundy clones, but it has more fruit, and so you have to be a little bit more careful in preparing the wine.
And you have a good balance between the fruity aspect and the spicy aspect.
Yeah.
Here now, the other one we taste something very typical of the Meuse Valley. This is Parfum de Ville. Parfum de Ville is called because of the region, Parfum de Ville. And you have two grape sorts. You have Cabernet d'Alsace and Acolon, isn't it, madam?
Yes, it's correct.
Can you say us more about this wine, which is an assemblage? It's a blend.
Yes, the Parfum de Vie is an assemblage. Parfum de Vie is the name, is an homage of our village, which is called Profondeville. And Parfum de Ville exists of two grape varieties. It's the Cabernet d'Orsat and Acolon. And Cabernet d'Orsat and Acolon both are created in Weinsberg in Germany.
Uh-huh.
They are they ripen a little bit earlier, and this means that they ripen here in about the middle and the end of October.
Uh-huh.
So, and when you have a grape ripeness in the middle of the end of October, it means that you have a lot of fruitiness in the wine, and this is because you have the cold nights and the warm days, and because of the cold nights, you have a lot of fruit in your wine. Cabernet d'Orsat, it's a crossing of Cabernet Sauvignon and Dornfelder. The Dornfelder, it adds because of the maturity. It matures for this a little bit earlier. And the Acolon, it's a crossing between, again, Dornfelder because of the maturity, and the Kek Francos of Hungary, or it's also called Blaufränkisch.
No, it's something very rarity that we are tasting. It is Blanc de Noir, Tranquille, Pinot Noir, but wine made in white wine by Mrs. van der Steen. She can maybe explain us the reason of existence of this wine, which is lovely. Look at that.
At the color.
At the color.
It's a little bit ombre. It is my dream in the future to make a Crémant, and to make a good Crémant, you need to start with a good still wine, and this is why I tried the first trial of 100 liters of Pinot Noir with the direct pressing. When I get the white wine, but it is so very popular that this Blanc de Noir, as a still wine, it stays in the gamma.
Yeah.
Because the people, they like it very much. It has the fruitiness of the white wine, but it has the mature and the pepperiness of the red wine, and that makes it so very interesting.
And if we want to combine this with a dish, for example, what do you advise?
I would like to advise, I don't know how it's called, a pli, la pli?
Pli, yes,
La
it's
pli.
a fish. Yeah.
Well, it's a fish, and just with a little bit of foie gras, qui coule, because la pli il est bien chaud, et la foie gras,
Yes.
il coule dans le...
Yeah, it's smelting down, and it
Melting down.
should be very good with both.
Yes, I think so. That would be nice. Or with the dorade. How is it called, the fish of the Meuse? I don't remember.
In the Meuse, whether you have
yes,
capers, yeah.
it can go, and you can drink it very good with charcuterie from the area here, or with soft cheeses as well.